Welcome to Grade 12 Advanced Mathematics. In this video, we will learn how to compute straightforward indefinite integrals.
Welcome to Hasna Spot Math. Let's spark our math skills together.
Let's begin with our first question. Please note you are given f prime of x. Also the initial condition f of 0 is equal to 4. You are asked to find f of x. So first let's integrate. You get 3e power x, which is same, plus the integral of x is nothing but x square divided by 2 plus c. Now if you notice, your first option you can cancel because it doesn't have by 2. Even this you can cancel because it doesn't have 3e power x. Now coming to your constant that differs the answer. So what is the value of c? Use initial condition. It is given f of 0, which is 4. So 4 is equal to, substitute 0 for x value. So you get 3e power 0 plus 0 by 2, that is nothing but 0, plus c. When you enter in the calculator, you will identify your c value as positive 1. That means option C is the right answer. Let's move with question number 2. If you notice, f prime x and initial condition is given, you are asked to find f of x. Let's first integrate. 4 integral of cos x is positive sin x plus c. When you substitute the condition, you get f of 0, that is 3, is equal to 4 sine 0 plus c. When you enter in the calculator, you will identify the answer as, c value as 3. So that leads you to option B as the right answer, 4 sin x plus 3. Let's move with question number 3. Here please note you are given f double prime second derivative. You are supposed to find f of x. So you are supposed to integrate twice and you are given f prime of 0 and f of 0 values as the initial condition. Let's start integrating. So you get f prime of x, which is equal to 12 x cube over 3 plus, repeat, that is 2e power x Whenever you have double derivative, it is better to use C1, C2 concept. Now let's substitute the first initial condition. So you get 2 is equal to this. If needed, you can cancel and keep it ready. Even though it becomes 0, it will be helpful for the next stage. So it becomes 0 plus 2e power 0 plus C1. And you notice C1 values is going to be 0. C1 value is 0 when you enter in the calculator. Now let's substitute the C1 0 here. So it get cancelled. After that, let's integrate f prime. So you get f function. When you integrate 4x power 3, it becomes 4x power 4 over 4. plus its same, that is 2 e power x. Actually C1 value is 0, right? So you can ignore that, but you will get a new C value that we will call it as C2. Now substitute the second, which will lead you to 3 equal to, it becomes 0, but you can keep it ready by cancelling it. Then comes 2 e power 0 plus C2. We get our C2 value as 1. So we substitute here as 1. So you get x power 4. So automatically option A get cancelled. Plus 2 e power x. That means option C get cancelled. Then plus 1. That leads you for option B as the right answer. Let's move with question number 4. Here again, f double prime is given. You are supposed to find f prime and then f. Also, they are given with 2 initial conditions. Let's start integrating. What about your f prime? When you integrate, you get 20x power 4 over 4, which will lead you to 5x power 4. Next is very important. You already have a coefficient 2, isn't it? So let it be 2. E power any function, it repeats the same. So e power 2x. But I changed the color of the pen to make it more clear. Your power has a coefficient 2, isn't it? This will come in the denominator. Are you getting me? Like a chain rule. But it's not a chain rule, it's a formula. So whenever you have e power ax, the formula says 1 over a e power ax. So here you have 2 in the form of coefficient of x. So that comes in the denominator. Are you getting me? In addition, you have plus c. And already you have a 2 that is from the question coefficient. Now you have another 2 from the power coefficient. Both get cancelled. Are you getting me? Now I'll switch back to red. Okay. Now let's substitute our first initial condition. That's nothing but negative 3 is equal to 5x power 4 becomes 0. And you are left with e power 0 plus c. That leads to your C1 value. It's better to write C1, C2. And that leads to your C1 value as negative 4. Okay. If needed, you can look at your C1 value over here and you can cancel option A and option D. And let's integrate your f prime one more time to get f. But before that, substitute your C1 value as negative 4. So let me continue our f. Already you have a 5. So x power 5 integration is x power 5 over 5. You can cancel that 5. So 5 x power 5 over 5. Second term, you are left with e power 2x, so repeat as it is, and don't forget your power coefficient 2 will come in the denominator. Now minus 4 you have, isn't it, which becomes negative 4x. In addition, you have a constant that can be addressed as C2. You can cancel this 5. Now let's substitute our second condition, which says 2 is equal to x power 5 becomes 0. then e power 0 divided by 2. Now minus 4x becomes 0 and you are left with C2. When you simplify, you get your C2 value as positive 3 by 2. So from this, you can rule out option B as well. So the right answer is option C. Let's continue solving this question. This question is a little trickier one because they didn't give you f prime value. Both are function f as initial conditions. So you will frame two expressions and then you are supposed to simplify. So let's start integrating twice. Only then you can substitute the initial conditions. Are you getting me? So first, when you integrate, what is your f prime? Which is only 2 is there. So when you integrate 2, you get 2t plus already you have a 2. Integration of t is t square by 2 plus a constant, let me address as C1. You can cancel these 2's. Now again integrate further. This time you get 2. Now for t, it is t square by 2. And what about t square integration? It is t power 3 over 3. Now what about for constant C1 integration? It is C1t. In addition, you have another constant for this, that is C2. Now let's substitute both the condition. Let's approach with condition number 1, which will give you 2 is equal to, here don't forget to cancel 2 and 2. Now 0 needs to be replaced. So first 3 terms will get cancelled and you will left only with C2. So you understood your C2 value is 2. Here if you notice all your C2 values are 2. So we can't cross out anything right now. But if you want, you can check the first 2 terms, t cube by 3. So you can rule out option A, which is not t cube by 3. Now second term is plus t square, so you can cancel even option C. So the confusion is on B and D with C1 value. So let me now substitute the second condition. At the same time, you can replace your C2 value as 2. Okay, so 2 is equal to 3 square plus 3 cube over 3, which is nothing but 3 square itself, okay, plus C1 remains as C1, t will be replaced by 3, and you know C2 value is 2. So when you substitute everything in the calculator, you get your C1 as negative 6. That leads to your option B as the right answer. Let's solve question number 6. Question 6 also similar as question number 5, but while simplifying, it will be little long. That's it. Okay. So let me start integrating f prime. F prime is nothing but 4t plus 6t squared by 2. Plus C1. You can cancel 2 and 6. that leads to 3. Again integrate. Now you get 4t square by 2 plus 3t cube by 3 Now, whenever you are integrating a constant, you will attach a variable t, right? Similarly, C1t you will get. And don't forget the integration constant of this step, that is C2. Now, let's substitute each initial condition. So, first let us substitute f of 1 is equal to 3. That leads to 3 is equal to, you can cancel 2 and 4, which leads to 2t square. 3 and 3 get cancelled. Okay, so 2 times 1 square, which is 2, plus 1 power 3, which is 1, plus c1 multiplied by 1, that is c1 itself, plus c2. Let's bring all the constants on one side. That leads to 0. So you get C1 plus C2 is equal to 0. 3 minus 2 minus 1 gives you 0. Now let's substitute our second expression, which will lead you with negative 2 is equal to 2 times negative 1 the whole square, which is 2 itself. Negative 1 power 3 will leads you to negative 1, plus c1 multiplied by negative 1 is negative c1, then you have plus c2. Here again I am transposing the constants to other side, which leaves me with negative c1 plus c2, which is equal to negative 2 is negative 4, negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. Now you can use calculator to solve two equations. In some calculator it is mode 5-1, in some calculator you will fix alpha, the A, then I think you have to go for a simultaneous equation with two variables, unknown constraints, and then you will enter A value as 1, B value as 1, then C value as 0. Then in the second expression you will go for A value is negative 1, B value is positive 1, C value is negative 3. That leads you, or you can use elimination technique, whichever you are comfortable you can follow. C1 will be positive 3 over 2 and C2 will be negative 3 over 2. Now you will start checking the options. First of all, negative 3 by 2 in C2. So you will roll out B and C. Positive 3 by 2t remains same, 2t square remains same. So A value decides, that is just t cube. That means option A is the right answer. That's the end of EOT 2 discussion. Please be aware this particular question, each one differs from each other. So if you practice just question number 1, you won't be able to solve the rest of the questions. So practice makes you perfect. Keep practicing, keep revising all the questions, and wish you all the best. Bye-bye.